Moving. Jalen, first up. Clippers and the Spurs played a tight game last night. Keep it moving or hit the brakes.
Hit the brakes.
All right. The Clippers ended up getting the win, but the Spurs fell to 22-27. Jalen, you know I picked the Spurs to miss the playoffs every year, and I'm wrong every year. Do you think this will finally be the year where the Spurs actually miss the playoffs?
Yes, because I'm going Portland and Memphis for those final two spots based on the way it's shaping up right now. I believe that when you have a dynasty the way they've had, of course you got to reinvent your team. I've played against them when they had David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and then Manu and Tony and Kawhi. And so when you have that turnover and you have the success that they've had, even a great coach like Pop is going to have seasons potentially where they don't make the playoffs, and I believe this is going to be that year. And on the other side and another thing that happened in this game, DeMar DeRozan drove to the basket and he elbowed his good friend Paul George in the nose.
Right in the nose.
And they gave him a flagrant one. They gave him a flagrant one.
With the ball in his hand, he got a flagrant one. With the ball in one hand, and he hit him with the elbow in the other.
Those are the kind of play. Now, those are the kind of old school stay off my lawn plays right there. Those are the kind of plays right there.
Jalen, something I want to get your perspective on very quickly. Jakob Poeltl was checking into the game, and, let's just take a look at what happened. Doesn't have his jersey on. Jalen, how's that happen?
You ain't good enough, dog. You ain't good enough, dog. You ain't good enough, dog. You is not good enough. That's the first thing that come to mind. Because you put LaMarcus back in, and guess what? He started cooking. And so what just happened? You just lost an opportunity. You never know what might happen in this game. We work at ESPN. How many times do you watch top 10 highlights? Anything can happen at any time. Somebody can have a career game. Somebody can do something that's so very outstanding. You missed a moment, Jakob.
It's a great point. Jalen, FSU beat North Carolina last night. Keep it moving or hit the brakes.
Shout out to Cole Anthony. Good to see him back in the lineup. Keep it moving for now.
We keep it moving. We keep it moving.
I have a Sabrina Ionescu update.
Hit the brakes! Hit the brakes! Hit the brakes!
Jalen Rose's favorite basketball player in the planet and the Oregon Ducks went into UConn, the Gamble Pavilion, and gave them the worst loss they've ever had in that arena. They beat them by 74-56. Jalen, Sabrina was a rebound and assist away from another triple-double. What did you see from our girl, Sabrina, last night?
Control. That's what I saw. You at UConn. They've been the standard bearers. And she said it after the game. That's us now. And starting off, all she was doing was getting teammates involved. Pick and roll action, dump offs for layups, hitting a couple of shots, right? Playing with great leadership and pace. This is the largest loss at UConn in 20 years. Just think about that. She took her team that's ranked third to UConn that's ranked fourth and beat them by almost 20, something that has not happened in 2 decades. That's why she's my favorite player in collegiate basketball.
Well, from your favorite basketball player to your favorite boxer, I have some Terrence Crawford news. Keep moving or hit the brakes.
Hit the brakes.
We all want to see Crawford against Errol Spence. There's a lot of reasons that doesn't seem to be imminent, both financial and physical, because Spence was involved in a car accident. So Bob Arum has drawn up a little interest. He said that Terrence Crawford is a better wrestler than Conor McGregor. Jalen, would you like to see a home-and-home, a one boxing match and a one MMA fight between McGregor and Crawford?
So let me tell you what I love that's happening right here first and foremost.
Tell me.
And somebody, shout to the Top-Ranked family. I've worked there even before they were partners with ESPN. Shout to Todd, shout to Bob. I appreciate the years y'all showing me love and allowing me to do great thing in prize fighting. What is Bob Arum's title?
Owner?
And
President? Promoter?
Promoter!
Okay.
Got you. So therefore, if there's a chance that Crawford and McGregor are going to meet each other and see how many Popeye's chicken sandwiches they can eat in one sitting, Bob would make it interesting for us to pay to go watch it. That's how he's become $100 millionaire, probably a billionaire. That's what he does. I seen the machine work.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So
here's the thing is,
Jalen,
you're going to make more money fighting McGregor than you're going to make fighting Spence. You're going to make fighting anybody else in the squared circle. So from my mind, if I'm Terrence Crawford, I am seriously considering this. Do you think he could seriously be considering this?
So here's, as somebody that's a Terrence Crawford fan and he's been on our show. If he has a wrestling history and it's something that he's passionate about, okay. But if it's something that he's adopting, absolutely not. That's the distinction. You don't practice against Conor McGregor, because when I see those terms, better wrestler than McGregor, there ain't too many people walking the face of the earth that can say that. And depending on what night it is, not many are. So if this happens, it's going to be in the squared circle. I cannot imagine this taking place in an octagon.
Jalen, the Super Bowl halftime performance has left a lasting effect not just on me. Keep it moving or hit the brakes?
Hit the brakes.
Well, all the Grizzlies drama happened after the game, but against the Pistons, the Grizzlies mascot did his best Shakira impression to the delight of the crowd. Jalen Rose, what do you think about this move from the Grizzlies mascot?
I think that's a boss move. We're paying attention to the Grizzlies for all the right reasons. Got the entertainment with the mascot, current events, getting social clips, getting shouts on our show. John Brooks going back and forth with Steph, posting KD with trophies. I love it.
I love it,
That's
too.
why they're going for that 8th spot.
Shout out to Memphis and the Grizzlies and Yo Gotti while we're at it.